We are your morning stiffy, Stu, Tiffany, and Jimbo.
If you listen to our show regularly, A, we appreciate it. B, you have very good taste in radio. And C, if you listen around this time, you know that our show lasts until 10 o'clock. And it's not going to today because we're leaving early because we have a funeral to go to. And it's important enough to us to leave the show and go to this funeral. And we've never done this before. We went to viewing yesterday, very sad occasion, for the son of some very, very good friends of ours. They are Stan and Julie Waite, and I've known them, 14 years, I think. Stu?
Nearly 20.
Nearly 20 years.
Yeah, I'm there, too.
They have a 22-year-old son, and he died suddenly from leukemia. And when you hear died suddenly from leukemia, it doesn't sound right.
Makes sense.
But apparently with adult leukemia, you don't sometimes know that you have the symptoms until it's too late because your body fights it off and fights it off. By the time your body can't fight it anymore, you're pretty far gone. And that's what happened to a young man named Christopher Allen Long.
So you think you could tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail? A smile from a veil. Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? Did you exchange a walk-on part in the war for a lead role in a cage?
Last night I saw many people who love him. There's going to be many people who are going to miss him.
Big time.
Us included. And our hearts and prayers go out to the entire family. And 22 years is way too soon for anybody to go, but we're glad they had those 22 years with him.
You try to find something to grasp at when something like that happens because I think it's really kicked us all in the stomach. I mean, our circle of friends that is very tight-knit.
How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. And have we found the same old fears? Wish you were here.
You try to find something decent out of something this tragic. And the only thing I could think of was the kid really lived and he had a great family. A lot of kids don't have as solid a family as this boy did. He got to do fun things. He got to search for himself, do different jobs, went to school in Redlands, had a lot of friends. His family would like for you to know that Chris loved photography. He took great pictures. He loved music and film. He was very open-minded about the type of music he liked. He introduced that sort of thing to his mom and his grandma. He was a huge fan of Coachella. He loved animals. He was good to everybody, very gentle-hearted. And he liked to see people party and have fun, which is one of the reasons we liked him.
Right.
Yeah, we party quite often with him.
At his parents' house.
At his parents' house, even up at Blockbuster before concert, having a great time, just raising a few or more than a few in our cases.
They had a St. Patty's Day party, and one of their friends walked in with an Arizona iced tea, and Chris said, "Is that a beer?" And the friend said, "No." He grabbed the iced tea from him, threw it in the trash, and said, "Go get a beer." He was a really, really good kid. And I know
guy.
most of you listening don't know Chris, but we want you to know that there's an empty spot in the world today for us and a lot of our friends.
Our hearts break for his family and friends.
Julie and Stan Waite are very good friends, and their wonderful daughter Rhiannon, who's also my babysitter. We're hurting for you, and we are honored to be at his funeral today.
Amen.
We wish there was more we can do, but we have each other, and don't ever forget that.
I did want to mention another tiny upside. He was a huge fan of Coachella Music Festival. It was his
Right.
passion. He said he wanted to attend Coachella every year of its existence. And he's going to be cremated, and his friends are going to take some of his ashes to Coachella. So he'll be there every year that it exists.
I used to rule the world. Seas would rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes, listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. One minute I held the key, next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once you've gone it was never, never an honest word. And that was when I ruled the world. It was the wicked and wild wind, blew down the doors to let me in, shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever wanna be king? I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name, never an honest word. But that was when I ruled the world. Hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name, never an honest word. But that was when I ruled the world.